Hello, everyone, and welcome back to Padamology. Today's video is a teaching style overview of the key highlights from 2025 in oncology clinical trials. This is not a news recap. This is about what changed, why it changed, and how it affects patients, investigators, and drug development teams. Think of this as a mini course on where oncology trials are heading. Let's begin. One of the most important lessons from 2025 is this: oncology trials are no longer disease first, they're biology first. Historically, trials asked, does this drug work in lung cancer or breast cancer? And in 2025, the question became, does this drug work in patients with this molecular target? This is why we continue to see growth in tumor agnostic trials, basket trials, and biomarker selected populations. The trial is built around mechanism of action, not just tumor location. And this shift improves efficiency and increases the chance of meaningful benefit. Phase one oncology trials continue to evolve in 2025. They're no longer viewed as safety only studies. Most phase one trials now include dose escalation and expansion cohorts. And these expansion cohorts are designed to assess early efficacy signals, biomarker response, and durability. Dose finding is also different. Instead of identifying the maximum tolerated dose, or MTD, trials now focus on the biologically effective dose. This means target engagement, pathway inhibition, and sustained exposure. Phase one trials now drive go or no go decisions, and early data matters more than ever. 2025 represented a maturation phase for cell and gene therapy trials. CAR T therapies continue to expand, including movement into early lines of treatment. At the same time, next generation approaches gained momentum. This included CAR NK therapies, dual targeted constructs, and armored designs. But the biggest shift was not scientific, it was operational. Trials increasingly focused on toxicity mitigation, outpatient administration, and faster manufacturing timelines. In 2025, success required both clinical benefit and real world feasibility. A therapy that cannot scale cannot reach patients. Bispecific and antibodies became firmly established as a core oncology platform. Trials refined how they manage step up dosing, cytokine release syndrome, and monitoring strategies. And this allowed the broader use across different patient populations. Immunotherapy development also matured. Instead of empiric combinations, trials use mechanism driven rationale, and the focus shifted to the tumor microenvironment, immune exhaustion, and resistance pathways. Immunotherapy in 2025 became more precise and more intentional. One of the most important changes in 2025 was better trial design discipline. Not bigger trials, but smarter trials. Sponsors increasingly use adaptive designs with predefined decision rules, and endpoints were more focused. Trials asked, what decision does this data support? Not how many endpoints can we include? And this approach reduced waste, accelerated development, and improved interpretability. Good trial design became a strategic advantage. Patient centricity in 2025 moved beyond language. It became structural. Trials expanded eligibility criteria to better reflect real world patients. There was an increased use of hybrid and decentralized elements. Mandatory biopsies were reduced when scientifically appropriate. And patient experience was recognized as a scientific variable. Retention and compliance and data quality are directly linked to trial design. And patient friendly trials produce better data. Real world data played a growing role in oncology development during 2025. It was used to contextualize single arm trials, rare disease studies, and post marketing commitments. Importantly, regulatory strategy started earlier, often during phase one. Development teams increasingly aligned clinical, regulatory, and operational planning. And regulation is no longer the final step, it's part of the early strategy. So if we step back, 2025 has taught us several key lessons. One is biology drives trial design, early phase data shapes success, operational feasibility matters, smarter trials beat larger trials, and patients are central to scientific quality. 2025 was not defined by one breakthrough drug. It was defined by a more mature, disciplined, and patient aware approach to oncology clinical research. Now, if this video was helpful, please like and subscribe to Padamology. Let me know in the comments which 2025 trend you think will shape the future the most. Thank you for learning with me. I'll see you in the next video.